This is a big silver warning video. Please help me out with the likes. Make sure you're subscribed. We will have more giveaways coming up. Speaking about the giveaway, the winner, Trevor, has still, as of the recording of this video, has still not got back to me. Trevor, if your name is Trevor, look at your messages on YouTube. Make sure you email me before September 2nd at 10:30 a.m. East Coast time. You are the winner of the last giveaway. If I do not hear from you, I'll be forced to pick another winner. Your time would have had expired at 10:30 on September 2nd. So please, anybody know who Trevor is? Reach out to him saying he's the winner. We will be picking another winner after that time. I'll let you know closer as each video goes by if he's reached out to me or not, my friends. So anybody who has entered that giveaway is still going to be eligible to win if he does not get back to me. I am not and will not take any more new entries on that giveaway video. I'm going to be transparent about it. We are not going to allow any more new entries on that video. It's not going to work. The deadline was the deadline. We're going to stay with the deadlines on the channel. Let's just get into the video right now. Silver. Why is this not a silver warning video? I looked into some information you guys and gals have emailed me about, put it in the comment section about. Apparently, the federal government is looking to add silver to a strategic chart or list of precious metals. That means they won't be able to ship it. We won't be able to ship it out of the country or anything like that. That is due to arrive on September 25th. That's right around the corner. What do they claim? That means the government will be able to buy physical silver. What do they need physical silver for? Military use. Let's just leave it as that. Electronics. I don't know how much electronics we really build in this country, but I did not research that part. But that will drive up the price of silver. Now, maybe they're starting to buy it now. Maybe that's why we're seeing an uptick now. I don't know. I don't follow all that information. All right? We're at $40+ silver in the futures market now. What's going to happen later tonight when the market opens overseas? I don't know. It's a wait and see. This is why I've been telling cost average your stacks. Cost average your stacks. I'm still doing that. And I'm going to tell you that a little bit more later in the video. I've made some changes how I'm stacking right now. So stay tuned for that. But I do have another. So to finish up on this government buying silver, that's going to drive up the price. All right, we got to be watching everything that's going on right now. And I warned about this. Kind of warned about this ahead of time. The government's not coming to your home, my friends, to take your silver and gold. What my prediction was, the price will get too high. People will sell. That's how they're going to get it. If the government's really going to be buying up silver now, so anything's getting melted down, it's probably eventually going to the COMEX. The government's buying it from the COMEX now, physical. And that's where your 90% silver is getting melted down, smelted down. Your bars, your coins, everything else is getting melted down. Some of these shops are melting down just about everything they bring in. All they care about is the fast buck, the fast turnaround. Now, I talked to a few other coin shops across the country today. None of them are smelting down. They know other shops that are smelting down. They think it's ridiculous. They think it's foolish. They're on our side, my friends. to stop the melt. They're on our side. It's not trying to pick sides here. But one guy said, I'm not going to say exactly where in the country this guy's at. He's somewhere in the Midwest. I'll just say it as that. He says they're fools. They are fools to melt this stuff down. They are foolish to melt this down. We're going to need this. He says the crap is going to hit the fan. People are going to need this. He says they're just worried about the dollar now. They're not looking down the road, 3 months, 6 months, a year, 2 years from now. He says, I don't watch a lot of your videos, Chris, but he says, he said, I would agree with you with one thing, he says. Well, more than one thing, but he says, these coin shops are not thinking past their gosh darn nose and looking at the future of the business. You keep melting this stuff down, it's just going to be less and less coming into your shops. And then what? Then how are you going to make any money? Then how are you going to make any money? Even if it's the dollar, the stable coin, whatever. He says, how are these shops going to survive later on? They think their dollar's going to be almighty king. He says, the dollar's going how in a handbasket. He says, but some of these shops don't think this way. I mean, he was mad, okay? He says, I don't melt stuff. He says, I got a lot of 90% silver right now. He says, I'm bringing more than I'm selling. He says, I'm sure you are too. I'm like, yes and no. I mean, it depends on the day. Some days you sell more. Some days you buy more over the counter from the public. He says, I kind of work on your kind of thinking. Be honest with the customer. If a customer comes in with a whole bunch of 90% silver, for an example, he says, are you sure you want to sell all this at one time? Do you need the money? We don't care what you need the money for. We're not trying to be Snoopy. We're trying to help the people. Because I see the price go up. And they made a few bucks. Well, hang on to it. Just go back 2 weeks. Just go back 2 weeks. Where silver was. Silver's up. If some of these coin shops hung on to their silver, they would have made a little bit more. But no, they rather turn and burn. It's terrible. Terrible what's going on. So he was fired up. He was fired up. He says it's shameful. It's pathetic. He said a few more choice words, which I won't say. But he was a little hot underneath the collar. And we have to be hot under the collar, my friends, because the time is now. We got to stop the melt. The time has come. We got to stop the melt now before it's too late. Let's save our history. Now, I would love to ask these coin shops that are smelting stuff down. Would you want to burn your family history? Your family pictures? But you're destroying American history. Yes, it might be legal to do so. But why are we doing it for? So they can make a quick buck. That's all it is, my friends. Shameful on them. Check out channel sponsor Pimbex. They have on sale Canadian Maple Leafs. Random year tubes. Tubes are 25 or more. All you got to do is buy one tube. Don't have to buy a tube. Don't have to buy anything. But the minimum is 25 plus. You're going to get random years. They're going to be very retail friendly coins. You might get some with the queen on them. You might get some with the king on them. They're going to be random. That's why we call them random years. You might get a tube all the same years. Just want to be transparent about that. The random years. So just know what you may or may not get when you're purchasing these. It could be all the same year, which is not a bad thing anyways. Did this at a better discount? Let me know that Crazy Coin Shop Chris sent you. Keep stacking, my friends. We're in crucial times right now. Silver keeps going up. If the government starts really buying silver, or we find out that's really going to happen, Silver's going up. End of story. Don't be sitting on the sidelines. Don't be sitting on the sidelines. So I want to thank channel sponsor Pinbacks for sponsoring this channel, Coin Shop Chris. Thank you to the viewer, because it's not possible without you. Next little tidbit. Only got a call from one of his friends. His friend's stepdaughter got into a car accident in Brownsville, Texas. He was going to fly out today. He says she's stable. Her brother's there with her. He says, I'm just not going to go until tomorrow. He says, I'm going to save a little bit of money on the airline ticket. He's like, I'm going to save him like a little less than $1,000. Still quite a lot of money for tomorrow, but he's going to fly out to this tomorrow. He's already got the ticket. So he called the owner up at the shop. Says, look, man, I says, I don't hate to buy you on a weekend, but he says, I need to sell today. Any way we can get together and sell today. He says, well, what's going on? So that was the story that he told the owner of the shop. So the owner called me up and says, Chris, I got to get into the shop. I said, okay, why you call me for that? So he told me the story. I says, okay, so he needed cash. About $2,500 of cash. And I said, you don't have $25? And he says, I don't keep a lot of cash no more at home. He says, I refuse to keep a lot of cash at home. He says, the guy needs about $2,500. He says, I'll just go write the shop $2,500 check. And he says, it's not going to have anything to do with the shop. He says, I'm doing this for my friend. He says, I'll just put the check on your desk. I says, don't put it on my desk. I says, put it on the other associate's desk. She does all the deposits, writes out the deposit forms. I says, when he pays you back, I says, just take the cash yourself or the check. I said, have him write out to you. Don't have him write out to the shop. It's too much paperwork. And then I says, because we only got the cash, we only got the check from you, so we're square at the shop. He says, yeah, okay. He's a little older and he has a hard time thinking about stuff sometimes. He says, I'll pay you back. I says, you only paid us. Oh, yeah, that's right. I says, so of course, I make fun of him when he does that stuff. And he tells me, yeah, the heck with you, Chris. Kiss my behind. And, this is how we talk to each other. We like to have fun. We like to give each other a hard time. So, he's doing that on his own. He's helping somebody. So we try to help the public as much as we can, even if it is on a weekend. So this is why I am very trying to tell you all, build a relationship with your coin shop. Is that always going to happen when someone is closed down for the day? You can call up the coin shop owner and they can work something out on a closed day. We try to do it every step of the way. Are all coin shops going to do that? No. But this is how you try to build a relationship with your local coin shops. Because you never know. You never know what's going to happen next. You might get a little special deal versus other people. That's how you build a relationship. And I urge people to build a relationship with their local coin shops. I urge people to build a relationship with channel sponsor Pinbacks. Call the guys up, Michael and Brian. They're good guys. I wouldn't have them as a sponsor if I didn't think they were good guys. They're both down to earth. How many online dealers are you going to be able to pick up the phone? And chances are, the owner is going to pick them up. No, you're going to get a call center. What some of these people at the call center really don't know metals at all. I've tested this market before. I've called them up and I've asked them questions. Oh, let me ask my neighbor. Let me ask my supervisor. They're not hard questions, okay? They're not hard questions. But they should know their stuff. But maybe they're new, okay? Maybe they're new. Maybe I'm overlooking it. But Michael and Brian are going to probably be the ones who pick up the phone. Let them know that Crazy Coin Shop Chris sent you. Now, I told you I was going to tell you guys I'm making a little bit of a change how I'm purchasing silver. I'm still looking for 90% silver. Yes. I'm still after Morgan and Peace dollars. Yes. I'm after any deal. Yes. Okay, now keep that in mind. That's what I'm still focusing on everything. But here is what I'm focusing a little bit more on right now. And this could change. I'm always changing. I'm changing with the markets. You see 3 graded coins. Now, I get people that don't want graded coins. But hear me out for a minute. Hear me out. Okay? I just got 2 2012's MS69 Kookaburras. One of them will be given away in a flash giveaway in September. Not got them in yet. I'll show it when I get it in. The raw ones go for about $48. And a lot of eBay sellers want about $5.58 to ship it. Make that a note. $48, which is about a good price for it. $5 to ship it. Okay, shipping costs, I get it. Then I started looking at the graded coins. Yeah, MS69, okay? Some people say, well, they're not perfect coins. They're same as a raw coin. Okay. I can take that to heart. I can't disagree with you. I can't agree with you. I see it both sides of the aisle. Okay? I get people's frustrations with graded coins right now. But I got them for $47.50. So a buck less than a raw coin. And there was no shipping on these. So where is the downfall of collecting some graded coins when you can get them for the same exact price or cheaper than raw? Okay, here's another downfall with graded coins. Yeah, they take up a little bit more room. But they stack pretty well. Both grading companies. I do have a couple here. This is PGCS, NGC. They both stack very, very well on top of each other. All right, probably the PGCS stacks a little bit nicer. They got the little P-tones, and they stack. Yeah, they take up a little bit more room in your safe. So there's another downfall with graded coins. But if you get them cheaper than raw, the protected for one, okay, you can say they're graded. Okay, 69 is not the, yeah, you can say it's the same as regular Bullion coins. Okay, fine. I'm not going to argue that debate. My point is, you're paying the same price. So where can you go wrong if you're paying the same price? If you're not paying for the case, if you're not paying for the grading, why not go with a few graded coins in your stacks? That's my point. If silver goes to $100 an ounce, $200 an ounce, and I'm not claiming it's going to go anytime soon. It's not what I'm claiming here. These are still worth spot price. These are still going to be worth spot price. Are they going to have to carry a little bit more of a premium because they're from, well, these are from, this one's from Australia. The ones I just got are from Australia. But are they going to carry the premium for graded coins later on? Now, we just got to bump up in price. Do everybody realize it yet? Some people do, most people do, some people may not. Maybe I got a good deal. Who cares if you're paying $47 for raw, $47 for graded, for MS69s, and you're paying the same price and you're not paying that shipping. So $1 less, save $6, so $7 cheaper than a raw I saved. I'm just putting that out there. Right now, the market, and I talked to other coin shops as well about this, graded coins aren't moving right now that much. But it depends on what you're looking for. Some are good deals right now. So if you can pick them up at the same price, or save yourself a few bucks with the graded versions, why not? That is how I have been stacking my graded coins, my friends. I'm not paying for the grading service. I just want people to realize that. The market is not there right now for graded coins across the board. From what I'm seeing and hearing from other shops as well. So, how I play the market is, when somebody don't want something, I'm the first one looking. Or I try to be the first ones looking. Like the war nickels. I've been preaching about the war nickels. Now we cannot keep war nickels in stock. We can't keep Morgan dollars or peace dollars in stock. You gotta go with the trends sometimes as well. When something's hot, you can try to jump on. I am here for you when I start seeing the trends jumping. I'm here for you when there's good deals and nobody else is paying attention to them. I'm going to let you know. I got nothing to hide. I am trying to help people stack. I get about the graded coins. There's a lot of concern about the graded coins out there. But at the end of the day, I'm happy to get the graded coins at the same price or less. I'm just putting that out there. Don't be hesitant on eBay to make an offer on something. They say no, they say no. You know, these two coins, they wanted $55 a piece. The seller wanted $55 a piece I just got. I offered them $45. Okay? They came back to me at $47.50. Remember, the graded coin was $48.50. No, the raw coin was $48.50 plus $5.85 to ship. Same style coin. Why would you pay more? Get it graded then. If you guys have questions, you girls got questions, email me. It's in every single video of every single description. Keep stacking. We got to stop the melt. We got to stop the melt before it's too late. Shame on these coin shops, pawn shops that are smelting everything down. Shame on you. We got to build up this channel, my friends. Come join Stop the Melt campaign. We can do this with numbers. Share this out. Let's get this done. Let's get this done. Let's put the pressure on them in a nice way. Okay? No need to swear at any other shop that melts stuff down. Put the pressure on, though. Tell them that you don't like it. Be nice about it, though. Put the pressure on them. That's how we get to stop the melt. Done. Thanks for watching. Crazy Coin Shop Chris is out.